friends. Today we are talking about the letter J. J. And it looks like this. J. Okay, so the capital J is down and a hook. And sometimes, you can see right here, it has a cross on the top of it, but not all the times. So when I wrote it over here, I wrote it without the cross on top of it, okay? And then the lowercase j looks the same, except it has a dot at the top, okay? So the things on this plate that all start with J, down here is a jacket, and then there's a jaguar, there's jars, there's juice, there's jumping, there's a jingle bell, a jack-in-the-box, a jeep, jelly beans, where am I? Jellyfish, there is a jack-o'-lantern, a jet, a juggler. See him throwing the balls in the air? He's a juggler. And there's jewelry, like the rings and earrings and necklaces and things and bracelets. That's jewelry. And all these things start with J. Okay? So, I decided today when I was looking at this that I'm going to write about this guy right here, the jack-o'-lantern. Can you see it? It's kind of shiny there. Oh, that's better, right? Jack-o'-lantern. Okay? So, the first thing we do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name. Now, it might not be a pencil. It might be a marker. It might be a crayon. But we always write our name first, okay? So I'm going to write my name. Right here, Mrs. And I'm going to leave a space for the next word, Cowan. C-O-W-A-N. And we're doing letter J. So I'm going to write letter J over here so that I remember that I'm writing something about the letter J. Okay. So, I have at my house a great big blow up, like the air blow up jack-o'-lanterns in my front yard. So I'm going to write about that. So I'm going to write, I have a big jack-o'-lantern in my yard. Okay. So let's count the words that I said. I have a big jack-o'-lantern in my yard. Let's do it again so I can remember what I'm going to write. I have a big jack-o'-lantern in my yard. Okay? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words in my sentence. So when we're finished, we'll look and see if I got 8 words in my sentence. All right? So let's start with I, and it's the letter I, and it's what we use when we're writing about ourselves. When I say I am going to do something, it's the letter I, just like this. Straight line down, and across the top, and across the bottom. I. Now I'm going to leave a space so I know that that word is finished and I'm starting a new word. I have see the space? I'm going to leave a space here for my next word, A. And you know what? That's just the letter A also. Just like this was just the letter I. That's just the letter A. I have a big, B-I-G, big jack-o'-lantern. Do I have room over here to write anything else? I have run out of space here, haven't I? So where do I go next? Do you remember? I go all the way back over here on this side, and then I go down to the next line. I have a big jack. There's my J. It's down and a hook, down and a hook. Jack. O. Lantern. That's really long. Jack-o'-lantern. I have a big jack-o'-lantern in, I'm going to leave a space, my, M-Y, in my what? In my yard. Y-A-R-D. Yard. Am I finished? Let's read it again and see. I have a big jack-o'-lantern in my yard. Did I tell the whole story as the author? I did. Yeah. So I know that it's over what goes at the end. This guy right here. A period goes at the end of my sentence, and then I know I'm finished with that sentence. Okay? It's the same thing when I'm reading. When I read this, I know that it's a new word because there's spaces in between. And when I get to and I come back over here and read across just like I did when I was writing it. And come back over here and read across just like I did when I was writing it. And when I get to the period right there, then I know that that sentence is over when I'm reading it. And if there was another sentence after that, then I would start the new sentence. Okay? So, there's my story. I've been the author. Now I'm going to draw a picture that goes with my story. Who does that? What's the person that draws the picture that goes with the story? That is the illustrator. The illustrator draws a picture that goes with the story. Okay? So, am I going to draw a giraffe? No, because that's not what my story's about. I'm going to draw a big jack-o'-lantern because that's what my story's about. So, big jack-o'-lantern, like that. And I'm going to color it in kind of like that. Because pumpkins, they kind of have a little bit of stripes on them like this. I have a pumpkin here. I can show you. See my pumpkin? See how it's kind of got stripes on it? Can you see that? So I colored it in like it kind of has stripes on it. And I'm going to put a stem on it. And some leaves. Just to make it pretty. Since it's in my yard, I'm going to put grass. Because it's in my yard. And then I'm going to put, now for right now, it's just a pumpkin so far, right? To make a pumpkin be a jack-o'-lantern, it has to have a face on it. So, I'm going to get my black marker, and I'm going to draw its face. There's his eyes. And here's his nose. Here's his big, happy mouth. I'm going to put one tooth on that because I think it looks cute like that. Okay. There's my big, happy jack-o'-lantern. And I think in this picture, I'm going to make it be nighttime instead of daytime. A lot of times I'll draw the sun on my picture. But this time, I'm going to draw the moon and some stars so that we know that it's night instead of day. All right? So, You choose something that starts with the letter J and write in your journal about it. Journal. Journal starts with J. Wow, there's so many words that start with J. I can't wait to see what you write about today. Have a great day.